This is the video that ties everything together operationally. We've covered ordination, we've covered the 508C1A. Now we're talking about how to interface with the government correctly, the specific IRS forms that apply to ministers and ministry members, and how to use the private membership association to keep your ministry operating in the private sector. This is not about tax evasion. This is not about hiding. This is about using the law correctly. The same law that wealthy families and established religious communities have used for generations. Congress wrote these forms into the tax code. If your faith is real, if you know who you are and who your maker is, then you should learn how to get it recognized officially. Learn what forms the authorities accept and learn how to use them. Form 4361 for ministers. If you are ordained and you generate income from ministerial services, Form 4361 is the form you need. This is the application for exemption from self-employment tax for ministers, members of religious orders, and Christian Science practitioners. With this form, you are stating that you are conscientiously opposed to accepting public insurance benefits, Social Security, and Medicare based on your religious beliefs. Once approved, you are exempt from self-employment tax on ministerial earnings. Where to send it? Department of the Treasury, Internal Revenue Service Center, Philadelphia, PA 19255-0733, certified mail, return receipt requested, every time. Timing, file by the due date of your return for the second tax year in which you had net ministerial earnings of $400 or more. One-time filing, once approved, it's in place. Form 4029 for members of recognized religious groups. This form is for members, not just ministers. The Amish use it, the Mennonites use it. These communities have operated under this exemption for decades. This is the application for exemption from Social Security and Medicare taxes and waiver of benefits. The eligibility requirement: your religious group must have been in existence as of December 31st, 1950, and the group must have a practice of providing for its own members rather than relying on public systems. This is where lineage documentation matters. You document your association with or connection to a body that has been in existence since before 1950. Jehovah's Witnesses, Latter-day Saints, the Moorish Science Temple, Freemasons. Research the one that aligns with your faith tradition and document that association clearly. Attach that documentation to your filing. Same mailing address, Philadelphia, PA 19255-0733. Members of these communities have used Form 4029, along with baptismal certificates and affidavits, as documentation at the U.S.-Canada border. U.S. Customs and Border Protection has acknowledged this. When you understand how the system actually works, you start to see that passports and government IDs are at their core tax documents. For those with recognized religious exemptions, the rules are different. SSA Form 1458, Certification by Religious Group. This goes alongside Form 4029, where 4029 is the individual's application, SSA-1458 is the group's certification confirming that your religious group meets the requirements for the exemption. Key question on the form: has your religious group been in continuous existence since December 31st, 1950? You answer yes and attach the documentation. Where to send: your local Social Security Administration office. If you need the specialized unit, Social Security Administration, Security Records Center. Attention, Religious Exemption Unit, Box 7, Boyers, PA. All three forms, 4361, 4029, and SSA-1458, along with templates and mailing guidance, are documented inside Title8 Academy. The Private Membership Association. The final layer of protection is the Private Membership Association, the PMA. A PMA operates in the private sector outside the jurisdiction of many public laws and regulations. It operates under the right of assembly and the right of contract. You decide who joins. Every member signs an agreement to settle disputes privately. What happens inside the PMA is private, between private members. This means you can serve your community, provide education, conduct business, without public agencies having jurisdiction over your internal operations. You are not a public business. You are a private ministry serving private members. Key elements: admission rules, you control membership. Member agreements, every member signs a private contract. Privacy, internal activities stay internal. These three things establish that your ministry is real, operational, and protected. When your ministry operates as a PMA, the people who come to you are not customers, they are members. That distinction matters legally, operationally, and philosophically.